Welcome back to the Mobile Mailbox Money channel. We have about $500,000 in escrow in seller finance notes. Well, what does that mean? That means that a capital investor could acquire these positions today and start cash flowing in as little as a 30-day program. Got a lot of action going on. Have about 5 homes currently pending sale, and a couple of the homes that are pending right now have been sold a couple times over, meaning that the buyers didn't fit qualifications, and we're finally coming down to the closing table with qualified borrowers fitting Dodd-Frank compliance, 600 plus credit scores, no past criminal, no open bankruptcies, no past evictions, and verifiable income. We'll kind of just jump right in here and check out the links below as I walk through these deals and kind of talk about the opportunities that are immediately available. In other words, meaning you could deploy capital today with the deals that you see here below. Let's start with our Glendale property, lot 8. I brought this to the attention on the channel a few different ways. Now we have an approved buyer that'll be buying this property by the end of the month. This 3-2 is in the Glendale market off major cross streets of 59th Ave and Missouri, close by there in the West Valley. This 3-bed, 2-bath has undergone a complete remanufacturing, essentially with new siding, roof, electrical, plumbing, the cabinets, granite, tile backsplash, new flooring, the whole kit and caboodle. So this property is under contract pending sale at $87,900. We had it sold at like $95,000, $99,000, and now we've finally found an approved buyer who will be purchasing this home at the end of the month. So they'll pay purchase price of $87,900. They're putting a $3,000 down payment, and their unpaid balance estimated is $84,900. In other words, you could acquire this note for $84,900 and cash flow $1,055 a month for a 20-year term with quality collateral. Where can you find a good-looking home just like this with an approved borrower and have a double-digit interest rate bearing on your contract outside of complications of owning real estate? It's all the benefits of earning in real estate without owning any real estate. Let's just keep it moving here. That's lot 8. That's $87,900. We've got lot 36 coming to the table here. In Brentwood Southern, this home is located in a 55 and older community. Oh, this is a 950. This is Cielo Grande, not Brentwood Southern. Sorry. So lot 36 here is a 3-bed, 2-bath in a 55 and older community. People like hedging their bets in 55 and older because you have the guaranteed income of Social Security, pension plans, and things of that nature. But this home we've remodeled. It's come out to a great turnkey product and now have an approved borrower with the qualifications mentioned previously. So this 3-2 good looking turnkey year 2000 manufactured home, the buyer is paying $60,000. They'll put a $5,000 down payment. So the unpaid balance or your acquisition is $55,000, paying $684 a month. First lien, only lien on the property. Here seen today off major cross streets of Ellsworth and Broadway. People are saying, residential real estate so unaffordable. People are having challenge. Here's your hedge in affordable housing, which is one of the biggest needs in the nation right now. You can check these links below. That'll bring you to winmobilehomes.com, largest dealer of manufactured housing in Arizona. And I'm vice president and partner in Win Mobile Homes. So vertically integrated in manufactured housing, great place to hitch your cart and ultimately vet the qualification of the operator. So that's license 8670 for Win Mobile Homes under D8 Department of Housing Licensing. Let's keep it moving. We've got lot 34 in Cielo Grande. And you can do this live on your computer if you like as you view here today. But lot 34, Brentwood Southern, here we are. It's a nice newer manufactured home this year, 2006 double wide in a 55 and older community. We actually purchased this direct from the park. Why? Because our institutional relationships have escalated and elevated for us to be a staple within the industry. We work closely with Fortune 500 companies like CalAm Properties, Equity Lifestyle Solutions, Kingsley Management, CalAm Properties. I think I already said that, but a couple others, legacy communities. These are net worth of a couple $100 million portfolios in manufactured home parks, and that's where we come in and ultimately as a knight in shining armor, reestablishing their communities, buying their portfolio that they are looking to dispose of as far as the homes located within their communities. And we have approved buyers that come to the table that want to buy on financing. They don't want to finance, hard to find financing on manufactured housing. So it creates a great diamond in the rough, riches in the niches equation. This 3-bed, 2-bath is pending sale at $90,000. They'll put close to $10,000 down. The unpaid balance or your acquisition is $80,000, paying $995 a month for a 20-year term. Let's say on any of these notes you see here today that you don't want a term that's as long as 20 years, completely understandable. That's where we hypothecate these notes. So that means to pledge an asset in order to garnish capital investment. And say on that note right there, the same unpaid balance of $80,000, if you came out of pocket $80,000 and you say you wanted a 1-year term at $80,000 for a 1-year term, is $666 a month. So you cash flow, $70,000 a year in residual income with no maintenance, management, insurance, taxes, and you become vested lending to or buying a collateralized investment opportunity with the largest dealer of manufactured housing in Arizona. We have about 100 homes probably on our website right now. Let's just keep it moving. I've got one last one that I debuted the other week, and we're going through the inspection processes. The buyer still wants to buy the house, which is great to hear. So a couple things came up on the inspection. Classic individual that's just used to inspecting single family properties. So the guy almost burnt the deal just because he's unintelligent in manufactured housing. Let's see if I can do this correctly here. Lot 69, not 96. Lot 69. In Chaparral Village in our Tempe community, we've done upwards of $2 million in transactions in this one park off major cross streets of Kyrene and Baseline. This 4-2 manufactured home is currently pending sale at $122,500. The projected down payment looks like $12,500, so they'll have an unpaid balance or your acquisition of $110,000 for new siding, new roof, new electrical. The kitchen's been refurbished. But to find a 4-2 in the Tempe market's tough regardless. So at $110,000 acquisition, the monthly payment is $1,046.98 for a 20-year term. All these notes are immediately available. Or let's say, you're really a high net worth investor and you're sitting here today, not so much a note investor, someone that's looking for more of like a bank deposit, looking to deposit and make money almost like a CD environment. You could invest today with Silvercrest Opportunity Fund accredited, our 506C Reg D SEC registered offering, eligible for IRA, solo 401k investments. And you can earn a 10% return for a 1-year term paid monthly, 12% for a 3-year term paid quarterly, or 14% return for a 5-year term paid monthly. The adjacents to depositing your money in a bank account with a conventional bank is you're earning just like you would pull out in a CD, but you triple your actual net income annually. So your return on investment is 3 times what you would receive with depositing in Bank of America, Chase, Wells Fargo, and that's Silvercrest Opportunity Fund. That's some set it and forget it returns in affordable housing. Listen, people, affordable housing's going nowhere. Over the next 5 years, there's still not a lot of building going on. You see some multifamily coming to the table, but there's challenge. There's extreme challenge, not only for the homeowner, but also for the investors that may be watching here today. What challenges are they facing? Well, you can only get so high of a safe return in treasury bills or stocks, bonds, and mutual funds because of volatility, as well as the low yielding environment in safe, stable investments. For the alternative investor wanting a income oriented investment strategy, wanting to outpace inflation, wanting to, really feel safe and stable, be able to sleep at night, with all the volatility going on, and still make the income you need in order to go and live your life the way that you want to, with more time with your family, more time with your friends, more time traveling, more time just doing you. That's a note investment strategy. And that's why we're here today. So view the links below. I've got other notes that are available. I'm looking for $1 million today. We're looking at a $10 million warehouse loan line of credit situation privately through a couple of established relationships. So, multi-millions of dollars of transactions going on. And that's just here this month, January 2026. Happy New Year. Happy Merry Christmas to all the people that have been watching over the past couple months and years. Don't hesitate to like, comment, follow, and subscribe. We'll have our first January 2026 mastermind coming up here next week, and that will be, Thursday at 1 o'clock Arizona time. So the January 8th will be our first mastermind of the year. We'll go live due diligence, live talking with investors, and going over the deals that we have on the table. I talked to an investor the other day. He's bought a couple notes, and another two investors of mine that are buying notes, and they're finding complication in owning notes. That comes with their inherent responsibilities of making sure people are paying, staying up to date if someone pays off, all areas of potential complication that they run into when owning a note within their portfolio. It's all fun and games trying to make the highest rate of return, but if you're more of a passive investor, these options are available via hypothecation, which means to pledge an asset in order to garnish capital investment. And we do that with one note, one investor, and we pledge that note in cash flow in 30 days. Or you invest in the fund today at a $50,000 minimum, making 10 to 14% returns in bank quality stability outside the stock market, outside complications of landlord and tenant strategies, becoming the bank today with mobile mailbox money. Welcome back to the family bank here in 2026. We appreciate you viewing. Don't hesitate to reach out today at 602-888-CASH. That's 602-888-2274. Call now.